So I get a phone call one night, I look down, it's Kyle, and I always know if Kyle's calling, it's gonna be something fun because Kyle is always down to get stuff done. I've done business with Kyle, I've done a couple projects, and he's just one of those guys. There's certain people when they call, if I see their name on the phone, I don't care what's going on, I'm gonna answer because I know it's gonna be rowdy, it's gonna be punk rock, and there's gonna maybe be some business and maybe make some money. And if not money, it's gonna be opportunities, which to me is even better than money because opportunities that's what leads to money is opportunities, which is why I think this conference is fantastic. He said, I want you to host it. And I was like, oh, yes, I would love to do that. Like I would love to host this because I want you to be the MC. I want you to kind of guide the whole, he's like, I love the way you communicate with people and talk with these people. He's like, I think you'd really bring it alive. And that's when I started really getting an understanding of what Kyle was doing with Works-Based. It was going to be different than just a conference with a bunch of speakers. It was going to be the kind of environment where you were interacting, you were having connections with the speakers, that there would be events and opportunities to actually spend real time with the speakers, asking questions, getting feedback. And so what Kyle was describing to me was something that I'd always wanted to do, had never pulled the trigger on, and I was like, anything I can do to be a part of this, Kyle, I'm 100% in, and I want to help guide what I think is going to be the event. When I think about this event and this lineup, I always think of everything I do in terms of my background. And my background was working with bands, punk bands, rock bands, metal bands.
What kind of bands?
I mean, Blink-182, Shinedown, Jason Mraz, Van Morrison, Colby Calais, Uncle Kracker, Kid Rock. I mean, I stopped counting my music videos at probably 1,000 music videos. I stopped counting, but then that evolved into feature films, independent movies, commercials, branded campaigns, photography, which eventually led to then me having a creative agency and really focusing on brand communication, social media. What does that look like? I'm 100% convinced, which is what I'll be talking about and kind of wrapping in to everybody, that if you're not communicating, you don't exist. It is impossible to sell something. It is impossible to sell anything in this world, whether it be a shoe line, whether it be a service, HVAC service company, whether it be accounting services, whether it be firearms, an online course. You cannot sell anything unless you get somebody's attention, and everybody's attention is here as of today. Prior to this, television, radio, newspaper, print, billboards, that was it, If you were there, you existed. Now, if you're not here, you don't exist. Every single brand today, no matter what you're involved in, will be built on social, okay? And so for me, it's taking all that experience and really applying that to, business.